Hey everybody, it's Christy. I hope you all are having a fantastic Labor Day holiday. Well, as promised, I'm here to start my lock discussions, which will be every Monday in September. I'm going to start off today with the Loc Tag. I was tagged by IBYL. Before we get started, if you notice that my right eye is a little irritated, I just want to tell you I've been having headaches last week, couple of days last week. I always have post-nasal drip and headaches behind this eye. So when I woke up this morning, it was irritated and red and I had pain behind it. But nevertheless, I feel okay, and I did promise to do this video, so let's get into it. The original tag has 20 questions, but I'm going to do the same 10 questions that IBYL did. So if you notice me looking to the side, I'm just looking at my computer reading the questions. Question number 1 is, do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair? Where were you and how did you feel? I think I decided when I was at work one day. I saw a young lady with micro locks. They were a little bigger than sister locks, and I talked to her. She told me how much, she was charged to have her locks done. And I liked the sister locks, but they were just so small, and I knew it would take a lot of time having them redone. And at the time, there weren't a lot of people near me who did the sister locks. So after I found somebody with locks the size that I liked, with the price point that was, pleasing to me, I decided to go ahead and lock my hair. I have been loose natural for about 5 years. I wore my hair cut really close. Here's a pic. Yeah, I did that. After I found this young lady, I decided to lock my hair. She worked with me, so that's where I was. I was at work. I was natural for a while, but then I got sick of the tight hair, and I did apply a texturizer right before I started to lock my hair. I felt very excited that I found somebody who was able to do my hair, and I was just ready to embark on my lock journey, and I'm still happy about it. So question number 2 is, what is the length of your longest lock and shortest? My longest lock is about 10 inches long, and the shortest is in the back. It is about maybe an inch long because I lost the lock a while ago, and this one is starting to grow in. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here in the back. Question number 3 is, do you have any locks that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? Well, I have some that are kind of unique. I don't know about awesome, and I have put the 2 of them together right here. First one I think is strange because if you look at it, you can see that the end hasn't locked, and I think that is leftover texturizer from when I started locking my hair. That part never did lock. And this one I think is strange because it's a fat lock, but at the very end it's skinny. And I can't tell you why I haven't cut that part off, because it is so funny. It just does what it wants to do. It curves to the side and everything, but I just never mess with it. Question number 4 is, if your locks had their own personal motto, what would it be? I think their motto would be, I will have my way or else. Meaning that my hair, my skin, everything knows what it likes. And when I use products that my hair agrees with, it just seems to behave so much better. So if I put something on there and it doesn't like it, it's like my hair just rebels and just doesn't want to do right. Question number 5. If you could start a new set of locks, would you do anything differently? Well, yes, what I would do differently is not texturize my hair before starting a new set, because the texturizer made my hair not be able to do what it wanted to do, which was lock. It made the locking process take longer, and it just could have been easier if I hadn't put that texturizer in my hair. Overall, I like the length, I like the size, I like everything about my locks. Question number 6 is, how many people do you know personally with locks? I know about 10 people personally with locks. Question number 7 is, what is the weirdest question you've gotten about your locks? Dumbest, funniest, most common. The weirdest comment that I've gotten is by a patient. He complimented me on my hair. I said thank you, and then he says, well, at least they're not those dreadlocks. Well, that was not the time or place to have a discussion about my hair, but I did explain to him that my locks are a form of dreadlocks. They are just smaller. Dumbest, I don't think I've ever had a dumb question. I don't think that the question is dumb. If somebody, wants to know something, then I'll tell them. No question is a dumb question. I don't think I've ever had something that I found very funny about my locks. But the most common questions that I get, number 1 is, who does my hair? And number 2 is, are those sister locks? And I always explain to people that no, they aren't sister locks. They are bigger than sister locks. My loctician likes to call them micro locks. And the technique that my loctician uses to do my locks is the same as sister locks. They're just not as small. Question number 8 is, have you ever had a freak accident or an embarrassing moment involving your locks? Well, yeah, I was out one time. I had the little donut bun maker in my head, and got home and realized that thing was showing. Nobody told me. I'm out shopping and everything. I thought that was so embarrassing. Question number 9 is, do you have any locked role models? If so, who? Yes, a couple of my lock role models are Jungle Barbie. I just love her hair because her locks are longer than mine, but they're about the same size as mine, and she is just so great with styling her hair. It looks so healthy and beautiful. I just love her. Bronze Goddess is another one who I really love. I love her hair. I love her advice. I just love her personality anyway. And Jalicia, I really like her because she is so funny and down to earth, and she does great styles as well. Question number 10 is, what locked YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with in real life? I could really see myself hanging out with you, IBYL. I could see myself hanging out with Jernigan 6. I could see myself hanging out with Jesus Girl 69. And I could see myself hanging out with Coco Film. That girl's crazy. And the last question is, who are you going to tag? Well, I'm going to tag Jungle Barbie. I am going to tag Coco Film. I'm going to tag Jernigan 6. I am going to tag Jesus Girl 69. And I'm going to tag Jalicia. And so that is it for my lock tag. As usual, thank you to my new subscribers and my old subscribers. We will continue the discussion next Monday with my next lock discussion video, which will be going on, like I said, every Monday in September. But I will be having other videos in between those. So that's it. Take care. I'll see you all. Be blessed. Bye-bye.